started in a minute or so and recap a little bit about uh, last night as well as what's on the table for today. I have admin who's joined as well. Um, I'll have him talk for a minute just to make sure you guys can actually hear him. And if you can, give a thumbs up in the chat.
Awesome. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm not sure how many people joined. I cannot see on my end. I did open your YouTube, but if I turn on the sound, it will
Yeah, it'll double.
sound, so I have to mute that. All right, we don't have anyone to test it.
Someone said seems very quiet. Might just be me though.
Oh, okay. All right, try to talk a little louder, but maybe it could be on my end. I don't know. All right, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, let me know if anyone else. All right, can you hear me, I am?
Yep.
Or did I lose you?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. All right, we can continue with at least your. I think I can hear you on Discord. I don't know about YouTube.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. So yeah, yesterday we had a little bit of a nice little gap down here that gave us a couple opportunities for trades for those who wanted it. Before actually we get into that though, like I mentioned in the weekly uh, outlook video yesterday. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. We've been in a range essentially, right, from 74.83 to 76.11. This has been a massive range that we've essentially been in now for 20 plus days. And especially if you kind of zoom out a little bit and take a look over the last couple of weeks, it becomes really, really clear to identify this range. Um, we've had multiple support bounces here at 74.83. And we've had multiple resistance tops here at 76.11 or putting in a couple of failed breakouts. But ultimately, just coming back into this range. So nothing has really changed on that front. We're still at just, within range. We did end up putting in a trap on Friday morning of the range from below. We trapped it and then, ultimately made our way to back test 75.35, sold into the close. And we gapped down yesterday. So yesterday we had a little bit of a gap down. We gapped down and then we lost 74.83. We defended it and then reclaimed 74.90. That was the first trade idea that someone could have played, which was the reclaim there of 74.90. The other trade idea that was valid as well was the 75.05 failed breakdown, which we also ended up getting around 8 p.m. last night, which also played out for multiple levels. The lows held, and we kept kind of playing it out, and then now it's it's gone up a decent bit again to go ahead and back test 75.34. So the two key pivots in this range are going to be 75.34 and 75.75. Ultimately, we're going to need 75.75 to recover for bulls to gain back full control again, since that was the shelf that was lost on Thursday evening that caused us to get a sort of sell off to the bottom of the range. So that is going to be what we are looking to see, is if we can hold the bottom of the range again and try to make our way back to back test 75.75 today. And the objective for the Bears will be to try to collapse and see if they can break down this mode 2 range. It seems like you guys are not able to hear anything. try something. Let me know now if this is better. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just attached a different mic to the computer. Okay, cool. So yeah, so what I was saying was, we've been in this range, right? 74.83 to 76.11. Um, so essentially, what the objective today for Bulls would be to go ahead and back test 75.75 here. If they can overcome it, then they'll gain full control and be able to kind of make their way up potentially for a break out of this range. So some trade ideas for today now are going to remain. 74.73 failed breakdown is still valid. That is the low of day from Friday. So that still remains a valid trade. If we tag 59 on that sell, that would be a bigger bonus. 74.90 can also now be played as actually a failed breakdown, not just a level reclaim. We have essentially a 3-touch shelf here now at 74.90 that can be watched for a failed breakdown. So that's one thing to add to the plan is you could change 74.90 into a failed breakdown. So those are essentially the two trades to look out for. Everything else is going to be much lower, which would be macro failed breakdowns. And if you're already long from last night, then just sort of be able to hold on to your runner is going to be the best path moving forward here. So that is the plan for today. That is going to be the sort of roadmap we are in this week. Like I said, it's going to be this mode 2 range, and we will see how it plays out. Would I consider 75.05 back test and play? Not me personally. It is valid, but it is a bit noisier, and so it could be a bit trappier now. But if it does back test and push off it nicely, you could give it a shot if you're not already long. But me personally, I'm already long from yesterday, so I'm just gonna hold my runner until we lose the lows here. So that is my game plan for today. And if you've already traded last night, I would encourage you for that to be the game plan. If you haven't, then like I mentioned, there's a couple of trade ideas you can potentially try. There is also a 34-39 add-on strength for anyone that's interested. Again, not something Adam would play or I would play, but they are options for those that are flat and are looking for potentially something. So that is that's gonna be it for me today. Like I said, watch out for that. Hopefully everyone is able to potentially maybe get something in last night to already get them long. And we'll see how this mode 2 basing range plays out still, and maybe we still need to continue basing within the range, or maybe we can start making headway up to 75.75 later today. So that is it for me.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, can you guys hear me? This is a double sound. Alright, I lost the voice.
They're saying yes, but it's very, very faint. So we may want to just work on it for next time.
perfect. Yeah.
So, alrighty, guys. With that, that's the opening bell. So we will catch you guys in the Discord, and we'll chat from there. Alrighty, guys. Take care.